story lovers, and welcome to our cozy corner of tales. Today, I have a story that's warm, sweet, and just a little bit magical. It's called The Sweet Carrot Halwa Date with Aunt Sam. Are you ready to dive into a kitchen filled with love and delicious smells? Let's begin. One cozy evening, as the stars began to twinkle outside, young Tom and his sister Lila tiptoed into their Aunt Sam's kitchen. The air inside didn't feel like a normal kitchen. It felt like a hug. It was warm, inviting, and smelled absolutely wonderful, like spices and happy memories. Aunt Sam, with her kind eyes and a smile that could light up the whole room, turned to them. "Hello, my little chefs. Today, we are going to make something very special. It's a sweet carrot dish called carrot halwa." Tom's eyebrows shot up in surprise. He wrinkled his nose a little. "Carrots? But Aunt Sam, carrots are for salads. They're crunchy and, well, carrot-eye. How can they be a sweet dish?" Lila, who was always a step ahead, giggled beside him. "Oh, Tom, just you wait and see. Aunt Sam's cooking is full of surprises." Aunt Sam just winked, her eyes sparkling with a secret. With a gentle hum, Aunt Sam began her work first. She took a basket of bright orange carrots. She washed them carefully under the running water, making them gleam like polished jewels. Then she picked up a grater. As she started grating them slowly and patiently, a funny thought popped into her head. It was as if the carrots themselves were giggling, whispering, "Great, great! We're getting ready for our big transformation." The pile of bright orange shreds grew bigger and bigger, looking like a fluffy, sunny mountain. Next, Aunt Sam placed a wide, heavy-bottomed pan on the stove. She scooped a spoonful of golden, fragrant ghee and dropped it into the pan. As it melted, it filled the kitchen with an even richer, nutty aroma. Then came the fun part. All the grated carrots jumped into the warm ghee with a satisfying. The pan sizzled and made a soft, welcoming sound. It was like the carrots were whispering secrets to the warm pan. Aunt Sam picked up a wooden spoon and began to stir everything gently. She looked at Tom and Lila and said, "The most important ingredient in any good dish is patience and care." She stirred and stirred, making sure every single strand of carrot was coated in the lovely ghee. The carrots, which were once firm and crisp, began to soften, releasing their natural sweetness. After a few minutes, she poured in some warm milk. The carrots seemed to love it. They swirled and danced happily in the creamy liquid, bubbling gently. The kitchen, which already smelled amazing, now filled with an even sweeter, more comforting fragrance. It was a smell that made you want to close your eyes and just breathe it all in. Tom, who was watching with wide, curious eyes, couldn't help but sniff the air. "Wow! It smells like a festival in here," he exclaimed, his earlier skepticism melting away like the ghee in the pan. Aunt Sam smiled at him. "We're almost there," she said. She reached for the sugar jar and added just a little bit, stirring it in until it dissolved completely. "We don't need too much," she explained. "The carrots and the milk have their own natural sweetness." She mixed and mixed. The hull was slowly thickening into a beautiful, glossy pudding. And for the grand finale, Aunt Sam opened a jar filled with chopped nuts, almonds, and pistachios. "Time for a crunchy surprise," she announced, sprinkling the colorful nuts over the top of the bright orange halwa. Lila clapped her hands in delight. The little green and white specks looked like jewels scattered on a treasure. Now came the hardest part, waiting. Aunt Sam turned the heat down to very low. "We have to let it cook slowly now," she said softly. "All the flavors need time to get to know each other and become friends." So Tom, Lila, and Aunt Sam waited quietly, watching the steam rise from the pan, carrying the promise of the delicious treat to come. The silence wasn't empty. It was filled with happy anticipation. Finally, after what felt like an eternity to the eager children, Aunt Sam declared, "It's ready." She turned off the stove and carefully spooned the warm, fragrant halwa into 3 small bowls. The halwa was a beautiful sunset orange, glistening under the kitchen lights, with the crunchy nuts sitting on top. She handed a bowl to Tom and one to Lila. Tom looked at the bowl, then at his aunt, and then back at the bowl. He took a small spoonful, blew on it gently, and took a bite. His eyes went wide. A huge smile spread across his face. Aunt Sam, this is delicious, he said, his mouth full. It's sweet and soft and so good. Lila was already on her second spoonful. She smiled a creamy, happy smile. I can't believe it. I didn't know carrots could be this yummy. Aunt Sam sat down with them, holding her own little bowl of warmth. She looked at their happy faces and said kindly, "You see? Healthy food can be the tastiest and sweetest food of all, especially when it's made with a big spoonful of love." And so, the 3 of them sat together in the cozy kitchen, enjoying the warm carrot halwa, sharing stories, and laughing together. It was a perfect evening, a memory made of sweetness, warmth, and the simple magic of cooking together. Tom and Lila learned a wonderful lesson that day. A little patience, a lot of love, and an open mind can turn even the humblest vegetable into a delightful treat. And that, my dear friends, is the end of our story. What a wonderful reminder that the best things in life are often simple, and that healthy can be absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this story made you feel warm and cozy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lovely tales. Until next time, stay curious and keep smiling. Bye-bye.